Howdy. Well, howdy, y'all. Wakey,
Yellow.
wakey. Sorry
How
for the
are you?
delay. This was on my end.
Did they change something in the entry at all? Did they change any buttons? I don't know.
I don't
Seems
know that
different
I
for some
changed any
reason.
buttons. I was trying to figure out why my down-facing camera wasn't working,
Oh,
and I needed to do a bunch of updates, and then the app had to be updated, and like once you started, it was like a freaking
yeah.
chain reaction. So, well, one
Yeah.
camera's working, the other one still ain't working. I'll figure that out, I guess, another time. So,
How are you
Jim Tuck is
doing?
here, Possum, Mikey Flyzone, and Jim Stroning. And Mikey, since you're here, I got some feedback. Build a flipping dead kit frame. Or an X frame with the camera out of, where the props are out of view. There, that's my 2 cents worth. Even though we don't have any cents anymore. We got rid of those, right? No more pennies. So, anyway, what are you up to this wonderful evening?
Just trying to wrap up a bunch of projects and figure out where I'm going from those. Getting ready for a big trip. I'm trying to figure out what my gear is going to be for that trip. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. Watched the video on the Beta FPV HD kit. I was watching Bardwell test it out. That was interesting. Yeah. He's been kind of around, but not really.
Well, he seemed to be pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it seemed to have. I mean, he was like doing funky stuff with it, which I guess you should do. You know, get behind stuff and see what's going to happen when when it gets low signal and
yeah.
Yeah. So
Johnny Drone Flyer, howdy, fella. Where's Chuck? I haven't seen Chuck yet. Chuck or Lori. Anyway,
yeah, as far as flying things, about the only news is the existence of a Air 4. I just found pictures of that. That was interesting.
an Air 4. Another
Yeah.
drone we won't see in the States.
Air 4.
Is this what you trying to share there?
Mm-hmm. Basically,
That's the
Mavic
broken Air
4,
4.
a squashed down version of a Mavic 4. It's got the, with top sensors, and you notice the one on the back there, the one in the middle. That's the same sensor that's on the top of the Neo 2, that single kind of half round. So anyway, that's what their guess is that's an Air 4. And it's got something sticking out over there. So he's got that circled. I have no idea. It looks like a piece of a looks like a piece of a circuit board sticking out or something that broke. Usually those are crash photos. But yeah, that's that.
Well, the arm on the left hand front left doesn't seem to be in its natural position either.
Yeah, and there's the potential that that could be a different drone. Like it could, you've got those weird sensors. You've also got the possibility of a something called a Lido, which we don't know what it looks like. That could be a mini of some kind, like a micro mini. They might be going the opposite direction, meaning they made the mini 4 or the mini 4K smaller. I can see them going that direction with some stuff because they have to do something to keep the cost down, to keep it shipping. The biggest thing is shipping costs, and make things give it the illusion of lower cost, because you can get a Neo 2 right now for dirt cheap, and that's I think anybody who is interested in a DJI drone right now that they want, that's a little bit interesting, they should definitely be taking that one um, very seriously. The I
I thought the Avata 360 was the. I'm so fucking
haven't seen
confused.
hide nor hair of it, nor have we seen any. All this stuff is basically probably summer gear that's going to come out. I don't see anything happening in the spring. Everything's it's too quiet, there's just nothing there. DJI doesn't need to promote anything anymore. They don't need influencers. They just pop things out, and they found out, hey, we don't need all this to spend all this extra cash, to do all this marketing when we can just put it out, just have it appear. So they're, yeah, I
Johnny's
think
talking about the Lido. I thought it was written.
it's a T. It's
Yeah,
Lito.
yeah.
Hold on here. Let me shut my door.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Rebranded mini series. The back to the old gray on gray.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's plenty of stuff to play around with. There's plenty of projects to do. There's plenty of things for people to go and spend their money on right now. They don't need to, you know, if you're interested in FPV, there's not a lot going on right now. I guess you can, you know, if you can find yourself a light frame, what you're talking about with that's still a great project you can still do, with the O4 light. That's really friendly. If you want to fly manual, you can get yourself pretty much into you probably can get yourself into a Avata 2 kit right now for under $800 with goggles.
Yeah, I recently saw a post from a guy. He was shooting footage was an Air 2S and a Pocket 3 for real estate. And
Yeah.
now he was wanting to get a Cinewook to do the interior shots. And like, dude, Just get yourself an Avata 2 and be done with it.
Yeah, the Avata 2 is
No learning curve.
yeah, none. Just get out and fly it. Even in manual mode, it's easy to fly. I finally bit the bullet on a Action 6.
Oh yeah.
I for some reason I'm now a firm believer in the Action 6, and I think after my
Why the thing on the Action 6 is to score a sensor. You can, and that's why I like the freaking X5, because you take
right.
a square picture or take a square video,
Yep.
and then you kick it in whatever format you want that you need.
Yeah, the concept of open gate, that's the
Yeah.
terminology that they're using.
I mean, vertical is getting more and more important for creators to be able to crank out.
I also kind of am slowly becoming a fan of the concept um of taking getting more out of getting more out of the camera, where you take it and you throw here. I'm thinking this is kind of is going to give some people a little bit more of a way of looking at their action camera. This is the Action 5, which literally you can't give away. So I'm like, okay, if I can't give this thing away, I made the video on it, but
If
I
you
just
want to get rid of it, you got my address. Just put a stamp on it and send it.
um no, I got a grip for it, and I know I did a video
Well,
on
I'll
the
take
grip,
it with the grip. I don't care.
but go grip, and then you can completely accessorize it. So I just think that the untapped potential of that. Um, and then I just for fun, I just kind of put my Pocket 3 away, just kind of put it in the back, put it on the back burner. And I just started shooting with this thing just for giggles. Go, through a ND, a variable ND on it. I mean, it completely changes the camera. I mean, it becomes something that is useful in that really harsh light. And like I said, all of my last couple of videos I did, I just brought this with me. And what I rediscovered is that point and shoot and forget philosophy. And how nice that is when you're just,
You're good at the forgetting part.
but yeah, just kind of fun, just kind of a fun way of just thinking about it as just a point and shoot camera.
Did you
So,
watch that video that I sent you with the Apple phone?
um, I know.
Okay. There's a couple. It's actually the couple is from Texas, up in Dallas, and
Oh yeah, the
they're a
accessorizing.
big
I
freaking
saw that.
sailing channel,
Yeah, I watched that video.
and they're in Amsterdam, and they were in Amsterdam in a rental car, and their car was broken into, and they swiped the nice camera that they had. What's FX3 or whatever that thing is
Oh
called.
wow. Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, we need to get a new camera. And, guys goes like, no, ideally it'd be like the Mavic 3 or Mavic 4 was three cameras on it would be ideal. And then there's like, well, no, and a roundabout way they ended up getting an iPhone 17. And they've
Oh,
got a freaking hard drive plugged into it
yeah.
to record to. They got a gimbal for it, and they put a ND filter lens on it, and they're just happy as a clam with it.
Yeah, it's you just take the
So
tech you got and maximize its use. I mean, yeah, it's I just I just got sick of not using, this camera is such a great camera, and but the Pocket 3 is better for everything because it is. It's a But this one will do your vertical shooting. This one also has, it also has the mode that most people don't even think of, which is let's see if I can find it here. The subject tracking mode. So subject tracking, puts it in. I don't know if I can show that. What you see where you get the guidelines in there. Here, let me see, put that
yeah.
right there. And it basically just follows you and puts you in a smaller box, but tracks you. So it just takes that square you're talking about,
Don't
right?
put me in a box.
So yeah,
I don't want to be put in a box.
I I got a plus I got this fetish for cameras that can't
Well,
I
we
can't
know
handle.
about that.
Yeah. But yeah, point and shoot.
So, but yeah, FPV market right now is a weird animal. Seeing DJI 3s advertised for $240 and $245 a piece. They used to sell for 180 new. Now you can buy a used one for 250.
Yeah.
Even the second-hand 04 Pros, $320 on it. Yeah, it's getting to the point where who can afford this shit anymore?
So Jim got the X5, like the handle for the X5, the side handle.
I don't know
I
why
think
you would use a side grip for the X5 since that's pretty much going to put your hand into the 360 picture.
Well, he's just talking about it as a point and shoot, just using it as a point and shoot. But still, if I'm gonna shoot with the X5, I am going to get the timer going. I'm going to put it in, or I'll just use the remote. Just set it up and walk away around the corner and boop, okay, or just get that, or that, because you want the 360 shot that you can reframe.
Well, I just thought the X5 came in very handy when you go on, like, I was at the Country Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
If you go want to take a picture or whatever they had on display there, you didn't have to wait for a bunch of people to make room for you to get your shot. You can get what's the X5, you can get so freaking close to it. Other people ain't an issue anymore.
Yeah, it's fun to just look at them later. That's when I went on my trip this summer. I did a lot of just chilling in the evening. You just walked all day, so you go in I'd set my X5 up in the corner, and then I'd access it by my phone. I was using the cloud service, so it downloaded all my shots onto the cloud service, and you could just whip together a short. YouTube now has its own editor. That's another freaking sweet thing that just came out. So in the YouTube suite now, holy boy, I got all kinds of notifications. You got this that you see the one to the right next to my email right there. That is a YouTube creation editor. So you can now do shorts on YouTube's own editor. So, and it's got AI built into it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I just want to use it as but if, because say, let's get back to X5. You got your X5 footage, you got it on the cloud service. Now you can edit with your phone. So this summer, when I go, or this spring when I go to New Zealand, I'm going to put in. I'm going to bring probably my Ultra in probably the Action 6. I think those are my two cameras. I'll just package them both together. I don't know, maybe X5. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I'm trying to make my life easy.
I would, if I had to pick a combo, it would be probably the Action 6 and the X5.
Yeah, because the X5 will give me pretty much the hiking shots, where you get the stick out, and yeah, you're probably right about that.
You can do the stick, or you can do that new virtual gimbal they've got in that thing.
Right.
I mean, and then the Action 6 for action camera. That way you got it all covered.
I think drone wise, the Neo 2 is coming. Lightweight, doesn't take up any space, and I'll just fly it with my phone. Neo 2. I guess you could just throw the controller in for good measure, just so you get long range if you need it. But I am going to bring a drone. I'm going to bring the lightest drone I can throw in a bag, because my wife is giving me no weight. So
I would take the.
I could take the Mini 3. The Mini 3 with that's another one. It's ready to roll.
Well, Neo 2 is a bit more robust than the Mini 3.
Well,
but
Neo 2.
You can't fly the Neo 2 was a screen controller, right?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could pack the RC2 in there. I got that. I can just throw that in the bag. Take out the Mini 3, throw the Neo in there. So then you got a follow drone. You got the screen controller. Just kind of I got to be very like, because everything's I got to carry everything on that's battery related. So you got to really think it out. And once again, my wife we're hauling wedding stuff there. So I don't even know if I have enough room for my own clothes. So, but anyway, it'll be interesting. It'll be
three pair of dirty underwear. They'll fit in your carry on. I'm
very like I said, I think this travel discussion, I just know how much you can get out of a camera, and which is going to give you the best results, and the kinds of things you do, you're hiking but
yeah, no, the Neo 2 was an RC2 controller, kind of best of both worlds.
Yeah, that actually is a good idea. I'm glad you said that. I just throw it in the same case, take the 3 out, take the batteries out. The batteries are heavy on that thing. There's a bunch, I got the plus batteries with that. Take the plus batteries out, throw those super light. I'd like to get one of those. I'd like to get one of those, the long range batteries now for the 2s right now, the mod batteries that are 3,300 milliamp hour. Right now they're $100 for one of those. But it's on a slow boat from China to get it here. Or just get another Neo battery. Then you got, because those little batteries only last about 10 minutes. If you got to do any exploring, then you have to really count your minutes, because you can't use them twice. Once you use them once, they're one and done. It's like flying a cine whoop.
But what's the RC2? You can frame the shot real well.
You don't have to use your phone.
If you don't want to use the controller, you got the motion control. So You can do the follow me shit just with hand signal. So
Yeah,
that
I think
being,
I'm as far as drones, I'm holding off for purchasing anything. That's why I decided to. In the Action 6 is it's interesting enough. It's not what I wanted. I wanted the new I wanted a Pocket 4. I thought that was going to come out before, but
hold
I
it,
just
hold on. Chris Hope just came into the chat. Howdy, fella.
hey,
Good to see you. Yeah, no, I'm holding off on purchases right now. Period. I'm starting to put some stuff out for sale now.
get rid of
Uh,
stuff. Yeah.
it's time to thin the herd and get rid of some stuff, especially on cameras. I'm selling Action 2. I'm selling the Sony ZV-1F. I'm going to sell that original Osmo action camera, the Action 1.
Oh, we got an Action 1.
Yeah, that one's going away too. Once I get rid of all those, then I can revisit and see what's worth getting. Because I'm still, I mean, we talked about that Arrow the other day, and I'm still kind of contemplating on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
To
if you're going
turn
to get
the Osmo Nano into the Arrow.
yeah, if you're going to get the Atto, I think that's a interesting little camera. You might as well just it's newer than the Nano. It's got some different features in it. It's a little bit it's unique, but it does the same thing.
I'm still trying to find out if that thing has a square sensor or not, because it says 1/1.3 inch sensor, but is it no? What's the resolution on it? And you can go on their website, and they will not give you the damn resolution on that thing.
Yeah. I've never heard about
It's so tight lipped on the specs. It's specification. That's the camera. Yeah, no shit. But yeah, that arrow, I'm kind of interested in that. I may get rid of the Osmo Nano in order to do it. So anyhow, I'm still trying to build too, which I haven't got around to yet because all this freaking weather shit that was happening and the new pooch. Yeah, we got a new dog. Let me see.
oh, you get the yeah, you should bring them on live, you know.
Don't think that's
Not
gonna
ready
work
for
too well
prime
with
time
her
yet?
just yet.
I mean, I was hoping that Insta360 would come out with their Pocket. I was hoping that I'm I just don't think anything's going to be out within the time in time enough for me to pack it with me on my trip. I'm 4 weeks away from that.
And the countdown is on.
Yep. There are cameras out. There are camera videos out. Some say it's a two, part camera. You know, it's just we don't know. We don't know. It's probably hiding in plain sight.
They usually are.
And no hint of a Avata 360.
Let's see. Here we go.
There he is. She is.
She. That's Lou. Louise, I should say, but we'll
Kind of
just
reminds
call
me
her
of
Lou.
my dad's dog, but my dad's dog's a little skinnier. But we'll see what you never know. I mean, when they're puppies, they kind of their shape is a little bit more compact, and then it kind of lengthens out as they get.
Yeah. She's
She's gonna be good. She's gonna be
she
smart.
is what 13, about 13 weeks old now, and only used to humans for about 3 of those. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us, but she's doing pretty good. Was the crate overnight and letting us know when she needs to step out. And she usually goes in about 8 o'clock at night, and she can hold it till about 3:30. So
Wow, she's a good one. She's hey, first thing first. You don't want them wanting to pee where they sleep, and that's a good one. Yeah, I can't I don't think that the that what is it? What's the sphere or the sphere, I keep thinking the sphere. The what do you what's it, what is it called again?
the
The extra
Sphera,
the extra
it's a sphere to the extra 360 camera.
yeah, no, but the modular one you're talking about,
That's the Atto.
the Atto, yeah. That the extra Atto is oh my gosh, the names are just they're freaking murderously hard to but that's good when they but yeah, the extra Atto is I can't imagine it being a different sensor. It doesn't mean it's not. Doesn't mean it's not. So yeah, I just want to look at it here. Yeah, and finally the price is where it's supposed to be, $299.
Yeah.
So it's directly competitive. It has has a it's a lighter color. I like the fact that their color scheme is just different. All that is just makes it that much more, that much more like likable. DJI got the reputation of just being this, black or gray. That's there's nothing the DJI is not nothing else. Black or gray, black, gray, black, gray. I mean, no colors. But those little cameras have they have really nice performance. The only reason why I would take my Ultra versus the Nano on this trip is it's got the flippy screen. I like that. It's got a bigger sensor. It's a 1/2.8. So it just has some features that I like. I'm used to it. I'm very comfortable in its world. I could mic it up with the mic air that the mic air, which is nice, and have it separate. So yeah, the price needs to be relative to the what's available in the market, you know. So if the going rate is 299, which is very reasonable for that camera, because basically it's a an Action 5 for 299 is what you're getting. That's modular. So you're getting more flexibility, um, and you're getting the same quality when you're shooting with it. Um, None of those cameras I would not consider when I would go out and shoot anything. I would, you know, you're going to get great footage on with all of them. So it's mostly just a form factor and just kind of I call it the fun factor. You know, it's kind of nice sometimes to have a camera that's a little bit different. You know, it's just nice to hold different. You know, it's weird, guys. I know when you're camera weird like me, it was kind of like it's kind of like the SJ cam video where you just got something a little different. Um, and the SJ cam actually was very fast to learn. So I guess they're coming out with an actual camera right now that the dual sensor, one that's like a 1/1.3, the other one is a half inch and then they got the one's a low light sensor, the other one. So pretty interesting. We'll see if they can pull that off, because the problem with those companies is software. They usually don't have matching software and firmware in them. They're just they're the same. That makes them all the same. If there's no science put into its firmware, where Insta360 has got science in their LUTs that they create, you know, their filters. Same thing with DJI in the Action 6. They threw a bunch of different filters in it. So any other thoughts there on the front of tech?
No, I think the only other thing I need to get out is congratulations to my brother for 25 years at Airbus.
Oh wow. Is he retiring, or
Nope,
just put his 25 in and go, all right, let's keep her rolling, huh?
that's not unusual for Germany.
Yeah. What else are you going to do? Germans like to work, man.
He's got about 10 years to retirement, so he'll be putting on 35 years at Airbus.
You can only spend so many months on Mallorca.
Mallorca is where you go to meet your neighbors. That's the unofficial 19th state of Germany.
So there's ultra, just different, you know, just different, just
Yeah.
gives you a little different feel. So
But I mean, if you want to just bring two cameras to on your trip, Action 6 and X5
yeah,
has
it's
it
like,
all covered.
well, with X5 you got the same picture quality as this, so it's kind of like, all right, you might as well just have that. Plus, you get 360.
Yeah.
You know that you gotta. And I already know what I get out of the X5. I've traveled with it already. I know what it feels like to shoot with it. I know what I'm going to get out of it. I have great footage on this summer trip that I'm very happy with. I can dig into those archives and it's still I go, wow, that is really good footage, you know. And I think that's part of the factor of why you would have something, you know, is that, you know, if you go back and look at it, you know, months later, are you still proud of what it did? And yeah, battery has decent battery life, so you can go out with it for a day and shoot. You know, you can shoot for a whole day. You know, you'll not continuously, obviously, but you can get a whole day's worth of work out of it. Um, And it's there's no difference between bringing that camera and bringing this thing with all the other things you got to bring with it. You got to bring the handle with it, and with the X5, you just partner it up with with the handle and throw it in a bag, and you don't need anything else.
Spare battery.
Um, yeah, I don't have any spare batteries. Those are actually getting cheap though. You got maybe a mic. That'd be nice. Most of the time I don't when I'm out and about, I don't use mics. That's the other thing is when you're traveling, it's kind of cumbersome. You don't want to go, oh, wait a second, honey, I got to put my mic on here. You can't do that. It's hard enough just to get the camera out when you get that look from your wife, like, oh, what are you doing? You shooting video on our vacation? When I can just grab the camera and go bloop, flip it out and start vlogging with it, and the audio coming right out of the camera is perfect. Not all cameras have that luxury where you get great audio right straight out of the camera. X5, yep, you get that. So it's got it all, man. She's got the entire thing. And then batteries right now are actually pretty cheap, especially if that's the other thing I like about the DJI system is the DJI battery for all of the action cameras are all the same battery. So, and you can get those batteries now. You can get a pair of batteries with a charger for like around $30, which is very insane. X5, I don't know what batteries cost for that. Let's see what Amazon, if they have an option.
I bought my X5 was 2 batteries, so
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what. Oh yeah, they have kits right now for $45, 2 batteries and a charger for $45. So $26 for an X5 battery. I'm seeing right now on
OEM or aftermarket?
aftermarket. So here I'll see if I can share that with you. Here, let's go here. It would be this one. Here, this stuff right here. This company that you can't say the name. Rixer Fernie. $26. That's for one. And then their little kit right there with 2 batteries, 2-pack, $45. That's way nice that's happened. That changes everything as far as batteries and hauling stuff around. I don't have extra batteries.
I spent a little extra money.
41 with the coupon. Oh, there you go.
I spent a little extra money when I bought my X5, and this actually has the flipping cable built into it too.
Yeah, the X5 is $159. That's with the charger, but you have that which is nice, the cable and all that.
Well, the cable is kind of built into the site.
Here is another kit for $39. $33 if you buy it. So lots of deals for batteries. I don't know about the milliamp hour yet. Here's a original X5 kit, $129 right there. Is that, yeah, no, this one doesn't have the cable built in. I don't know. This must be aftermarket.
No, that's it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and it's got a little thing to put your chips in there.
SD cards. Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. So 129. I think that might be 2 batteries and charger. Oh, this is the ultra battery. So the ultra batteries are 159. 1 battery and charger 89, and just the charger is 109.
Well, you already got one battery, so all you need is a charger and the
Yeah,
second
and
battery.
a second battery. But there's a lot of options for this. I like that skinny one because it just makes it way more easy to kind of pack it in smaller places. But a lot of options for that. I'm surprised to see that, but yes, surprised, and then sometimes not surprised. I definitely, the X5 is a camera I'm going to keep around for a while. So that's,
Especially with that new gimbal feature now.
yeah.
They did good. It was an upgrade. So
I wish they just create a battery gimbal for that, but you can't because if you extend it, that's makes it impossible to unless you had it, there was a like a hot shoe on it, but that's not the case.
even then, you move it any at all, the handle has to be in line with the blind
Right.
spot.
Yeah, you can only do such a long because if you ever
But
see videos,
they have the built-in gimbal now, the virtual gimbal, and it works. It
yeah,
works well.
yeah, I do. I like the walk-in vlog gimbal for it. You can get a full body shot. Um, Florida, well, maybe not UK. You'd have to. I guess you could hold it
Excuse
up
me.
further, huh?
Excuse me.
Oh, well, you get your knees to your head. I guess you got longer arms though, because you could reach out the gimbal further.
You want to keep talking shit? I've got a cue for that. You ain't talking no shit. Yep. That's what we got the mute button for,
The
brother.
mute. What's the how many milliamp hour batteries are the standard batteries? Are they 2800?
Did we turn off the chat? No, we did not turn off the chat. Okay. Harvey High wants to know what's on your 3D print table.
What's on my table?
On your 3D printer back there.
A benchy and a shark. There's a shark that's swimming with the benchy. Yeah,
Did we miss anything? What else did we miss? Anyone use Rainio Air 3S to fly? I don't even know what Rainio Air 3S is supposed to be.
let's see. Is that a SDK program? Is that what they Here, mine's not updated. Here, let me see if it's working. Hello there. There we go. EMP.
And while you're at it, y'all hit the thumbs up down there. I appreciate it.
Radio Air 3S
Don't
to
be a
fly.
bum.
I'm guessing, yeah, that's an SDK for the Air 3S. I
If
wish
anybody was curious about that Salmon channel, it's Gone with the Winds. And that's Winds, it's WYNNS.
I wish
They
I
just
was still a large platform drone guy, and I'm just not. Up here we go. Here comes the taco call.
the doc will call. Yeah, it's time for something to eat. I agree. It's time for some food, man.
Yeah, my in-laws are doing tacos. Yesterday they did a super hot like chicken smothered chicken thing, and oh my lord, that was like taco day early.
Did
That
it
was
burn twice?
oh man, she made like some salsa, the uh, mango salsa, but put like jalapenos in it. Oh,
Did
it
it
was
burn
so good.
twice?
It was so yummy.
It ain't hot until it burns twice, on the way in and on the way out.
No, no. Uh, why can't they be the same batteries? Why can't the X5 and the DJI drone have the same battery? See, that's the problem with that. If you could have this two devices with the same battery, it's just never the case. Unless I guess unless you had
Get a
the
power bank.
yeah. Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying, you don't have to have another device.
Well, grab battery for each and then grab power bank and recharge the batteries off the power bank.
No, and you got to carry a power bank.
Yeah, but if you're not carrying 2 or 3 batteries for each of your devices,
Go on your trip, and then you first thing you do is you go to a store, a hardware store, and you go buy a power bank, so you don't have to bring it through the airport. Oh, you have to really think out this carry-on stuff because I guess I'm flying business class, so I'll be okay.
yeah, but they
Upspace.
still they recently downsized the size for carry-ons again. So
Yeah. I'll have my own bin.
in business class,
Uh maybe not.
in first class,
I know I can
maybe
stretch out.
business, not no.
I'll be able to stretch out. I know that. I got a reclining chair. That was the big one, so I could sleep. 15 or 12 and a half hours.
Are you? Do you know what type of aircraft it is you're flying?
Yeah, it's a 787.
My brother told me on the Airbus,
Yeah, it's not the big Airbus.
if you dig on the side of the seat, there's a lever. You can release that, and the freaking seat goes way farther back.
You got to find the secret lever.
Yep. It's good to have a brother at the manufacturer that deals with that stuff.
Knows the secret to the seat. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the Airbuses are great. God, they freaking that that big massive Airbus. I saw one of those. I forget which one it is. The
The
A
A380.
A380. Yeah, I saw one, and oh my lord, they're big.
My brother worked on those for
It
about,
was an Emirates. I think it was an Emirates
yep, Emirates
A380.
Airline. They bought a bunch of them, and actually they're about to bring the 380 back. They
Yeah,
discontinued it, but now they found new engines for it that are more efficient, and the airlines do still want them, and the A380 is about to make a comeback.
yeah. I have nothing against Airbus, man. They've got a good record, and they're usually
When
pretty
they
comfortable.
when they first had the first 4 prototypes built of the A380, they sent 2 of them to the States, one to go fly into New York and one fly into LA. Remember that?
Yeah.
My brother was supposed to be on one of those.
Hmm.
And he weaseled out. He's like, let somebody else deal with that crap. It's just a no dog and pony show. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that.
All right, Kai.
But he's had this other experience to where in January, this was a couple of years ago, but January in Hamburg is a cold time of year.
Uh-huh.
And they told him he needed to go on a flight. So he flew from Hamburg to Toulouse in France. And in Toulouse, they went on a brand new airplane, one of those maiden flights. It was an existing airplane that they actually stretched. So they took it and flew down to Mauritius,
Uh-huh.
down in the Indian Ocean, nonstop flight. So no, they get a fiddle around with the electronics on board while they're in flight, make sure everything does what it's supposed to be doing. And then, they land in Mauritius. He sits on the beach for 2 or 3 days working on his tan line, and then jumps back on the plane, and they going back to Toulouse, and he gets back to Hamburg. All while his family's sitting back home freezing their butts off. He's dipping his toes in the Indian Ocean. Little bastard.
See if we can get that not bad. Great little camera. Basically this thing is the stripped down version of the Ace Pro 2. So pretty cool.
Well,
All righty, man.
taco time for you. I'm sure my better half is cooking up something too, because I can smell something boiling. So we
Food.
shall see y'all next week. If
Yeah,
you
hopefully,
could
yeah.
hit
It'd
that thumb down there.
be nice to
We
get some
appreciate
news,
that.
but I don't know if we're going to get it. I think everything's kind of working its way down just the slow road. Slow road to China.
Yep, it is time to go. We see y'all next week. Any more words of wisdom out of the peanut gallery?
Nope. Enjoy the toys that you have because they're coming out infrequently and slow.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things starting to warm up a little bit. I know they are around here. So yeah, Jim, your weather got lost down here. Come get it, will you?
Yeah, we're getting
This
70s, man.
bullshit.
It's nice. I'm not complaining about weather.
Yeah, no, we're in the mid 60s again, but
Yeah.
we were down into the 20s over the weekend again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Really? Do I got shitty weather coming? I did not know that. That's why I don't check the weather anymore. Maybe I'm not going to get that Texas weather. Let's see. Nope, 60s all the way through the week. Nope. Oh, yeah. Tuesday next week, 55 and rain coming. But it's still the evening temperatures are still 30s, so I'm good. So, yeah, we do have a cool down coming a little bit, but it's a ways off. All right, guys, I'll let you know if anything fun happens other than the fun stuff that I've been doing. Looks like more hover air. I might be getting another
This
drone,
this
possibly.
weekend, this weekend's gonna be perfect. 80 during the day, 50s at night.
Wow. I'll have to get out on the scooter, do some scootering.
Yeah, that's gonna stay like that for a bit. The dogs are gonna enjoy that because they love being outside. Both of them. Oh, Barkley is here. That did you finally get done with your chores? Has Jenna allowed you some computer time? Yeah, I got to pick on him a little bit. He seems to think he's got 107 drones. We all know he doesn't own drone one. They all Jenna's drone, and if he's a good boy, he might get to fly one. So, oh, you
27
sneaking in
drones.
computer time while she's not looking? Boy, you ain't gonna get to fly no drones this weekend. She's not gonna be happy with you. Gonna lay down the law.
All righty, my friend.
Make you sleep on the couch so there's more room for the dog to sleep. All right, everybody. It is time to go. Y'all have a good night.
I will. You do the same.
And we'll see y'all when we see you next. Not
We'll see you when
guaranteed.
you. Yeah, we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, we'll see you when you see you. It's not gonna be every Tuesday anymore. I'm just can't do it anymore. Too much work.
Too much work and not enough me time.
Yeah, no, they're talking about mandatory overtime.
Nice.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Barclay. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Ooh. Yeah. Dog's leaving us is
Sucks.
as bad as anybody.
Yep. All right, Barclay, all the best to you and Jenna, and we'll see y'all next time. Until then, I say bye.
See ya. Have a good week. Have a good week, guys and gals.
Bye.
Bye.